Hello, my name is Robert Brill. I'm a fibromyalgia advocate and doctoral candidate in health psychology, and this is my fibromyalgia podcast series. Today I'd like to discuss why do some narcotics have acetaminophen combined with them? Does a high amount of acetaminophen lead to liver problems? The FDA does not approve the use of hydrocodone alone, while you can get it outside the U.S. as a single drug without acetaminophen. Hydrocodone is the opiate drug found in Vicodin and Percocet. These are known as combination drugs. The FDA requires that another compound be combined with hydrocodone, hence the acetaminophen. It's suggested that Vicodin is a common drug of abuse, that the FDA requires it to be combined with something less addictive to make it less desirable to addicts. So could it be that the FDA has taken a dangerous drug and made it more dangerous, as some have suggested, by adding acetaminophen? Not really. There's a noted superior analgesic effect of hydrocodone combined with acetaminophen, as the two medications inhibit prostaglandins to a higher degree in tandem, meaning a reduction in pain. Taken as directed, hydrocodone with acetaminophen should not cause liver issues, but since it is a drug of abuse, it is sometimes not taken as directed. The FDA decided by vote that it would be responsible to reduce the potential risk of liver damage that's associated with acetaminophen. The FDA also took steps to control the over-the-counter abuse of over-the-counter medications containing acetaminophen. They're going to do this by lowering the maximum dosage of them to 325 milligrams. The steps taken by the FDA were known as black box warning labels that would be placed on all these products, which warns the users of medications of their liver. The issue does not just lie with the abuse of narcotics, but often individuals will mix narcotics they take on a regular basis with an over-the-counter medication, resulting in an accidental overdose. Accidental overdose of acetaminophen has been an issue since the 1970s, since it's been publicized that acetaminophen has liver risks. Essentially, the FDA's goal is to change prescribing patterns for some drugs that would increase safety. More FDA regulations on prescription combination agents, as well as more labeling of over-the-counter acetaminophens, could help reduce the number of unintended overdoses, according to Dr. Eugene Viscusi, the Director of Pain Management at Thomas Jefferson University in Philadelphia. Because nearly 42,000 people visit emergency departments every year with acetaminophen overdoses, half of which are accidental, and of which approximately 400 die. Eliminating drugs that aren't clearly labeled to have acetaminophen in them could decrease the numbers significantly. There's been discussion of removing combination drugs from the market. In June of 2009, the FDA discussed this, where in theory this would reduce accidental overdose and provide the patient with an opportunity to self-manage what they put into their body. This hasn't happened yet. So with regard to dosing, if you're taking Vicodin 500, it means that there's 5 milligrams of hydrocodone in there and 500 milligrams of acetaminophen. Hydrocodone acts on the mu-opioid receptor and does so by crossing the blood-brain barrier and has a half-life of around 4 hours, whereas acetaminophen is a COX-2 inhibitor. It does not cross the blood-brain barrier, and it takes about 40 minutes to reach peak impact level and has a half-life of between 1 and 4 hours. The combination drugs are suggested to work by using two different mechanisms to reduce your pain, and have reduced side effects by using a reduced dosage of each one of these. Vicodin is a Schedule III narcotic since it's combined with acetaminophen, but medications like fentanyl, OxyContin, and Dilaudid, for example, are Schedule II narcotics because they're more pure and more restricted. Thank you.